right, in this video, I want to talk about a very powerful function in RadioDJ. Simple to set up, somewhat limited, but most of you might really like this. And it's called the folder sync. As you see at the bottom of the screen, you see the folder sync option. So I'll click on that and bring it up, and you see it's empty. Let's talk about what this does. The folder sync monitors a physical folder on your hard drive to see if that file that is in that folder is in the RadioDJ database. If it is, cool, everything's cool. If it's not, it will automatically add it. If it's a file that was added previously from that folder and you delete it from that folder, the next time the sync runs, it will delete it from RadioDJ. So this is a pretty cool way to kind of like structure your station the same way the files are structured on the hard drive. So if you got a master music category and then you got subcategories, you can monitor those folders. Now, what I do not know is how far down in a folder does this thing monitor? Does it monitor only the root level, or will it monitor down into folders as well? I don't know that yet, but today we're going to find out. So this is what we're going to do. I have here a folder on a drive called Music 1, and there's nothing in it. So what I'm going to do is with folder sync, we're going to monitor that. We're going to put something in there so that we can monitor it. All right, so what you have to do is the first line is what is known as your filter or your selections. So I want to add this new music. Well, I'm going to add this folder that we're going to monitor. I want it to be in the music category. And let's put it under, well, we'll put it under the 2000s category. Let's mark the genre. I think the song is an R&B, so let's mark it as an R&B song. Okay. And the track type, it's going to be music. Now, we'll tell you that jingles, I'm going to tell you what won't work. Internet stream does not work. Podcast does not work. Request does not work. Playlist event does not work. File by date does not work. Newest from the folder does not work. And teaser does not work. So basically it has to be a music, jingle, sweeper, voiceover, commercial, or other, or variable duration file. All right. So we're going to point to that folder that we have. So we're going to click here. We're going to go find that folder. I know I got a ton of stuff on this. I think it's under here. And there it is. There's that Music 1 folder. So we're going to add this folder by clicking the plus green sign. Now this folder is being monitored. Okay. I could click the sync button now. And of course, there's nothing in the folder. So nothing will show up. And to make this easy so you can see this actually happen, I'm going to put it in the 90s folder because there's nothing there. So let's go back to folder sync, and you can edit this once you've created it. So I'm going to click on the edit icon. Yes. And it jumps back up here at the top. I'm going to change it to the 90s subcategory of music. And then I'm going to hit the save icon, and then there it is. Okay. So if I hit sync now, of course, nothing's going to show because we haven't put anything in it. So now let's put something in it. I'm going to take this song, Dinner for Two. It's a reference song. I'm just going to drop it into that folder. So now we have something in that Music 1 folder. Move this out of the way. So now if I hit sync now, it may or may not show right away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out and then go back in. And there it is. It shows. So this will play. I can put this over here and it will play. It has the album cover, the metadata, and everything that I need. Now, as you see, the sync is also on a schedule. So let's say we take this out for right now. So we delete it. And it's still in the folder, but let's see it added automatically. So while it's counting down, let's come out of the folder so you can see that it's actually not in the folder. Okay. And so in 24 seconds, well, about 20 seconds, it's going to add this song that we put in music 1 automatically. It's going to put it in to this music 90s category, and we assigned it a genre of R&B. Now I did that. Well, I like to tag all my stuff, my metadata stuff, prior to adding it. But as you can see, you can also change that using the filter. Okay, so the sync thing is done. Let's see if it added. Okay, there it is. It added it. Now, imagine if you had 100 songs in this folder. It would add all 100 songs. Okay. So what happens if you take the song out? Let's say you don't want to play that song no more. So I'm going to cut this song out, put it back over here. All right. So the song still shows in the category. Uh-oh. It still shows in the category. Let's go out and let's go in, because we didn't necessarily move it from RadioDJ. We just deleted it from the folder, the physical folder. So I'm going to set this synchronization. I'm going to move it to the next minute, which is 46. 46 minutes after the hour. So as you can see, it's still in there. So I'm going to come out. Now we deleted the file from the folder. So the file is no longer in that music 1 folder. But this folder sync, when it reads the folder, it's going to notice that this song is missing, or this file is missing, and it's going to automatically remove it from this category. So are you starting to see what could happen? You could set up, say, a genre folder on your hard drive, and all the music that you put in there, when you use the folder sync, it will automatically add it to RadioDJ, to the folder, or the subcategory, I should say. And it would also put the genre that you select to it. So, but of course, you have to run an event to do the sync, or you can sync it manually. All right. So now let's come out of it, go back into it, and you see now it is gone. Now, what I don't know is, what if there was a folder? And we're going to find out. So I'm going to copy this. And I'm going to put it in this folder, because I haven't done this test. I don't know. So basically, in that music 1 folder is another folder where we put the music. Let's see what happens, because I really don't know what's going to happen. So let's put it on 48. Because when I create my folders on the hard drive, I have a genre folder, but then in that folder, every artist, I don't care how many different albums they have. If they have 5 albums, there will be 5 folders, because it's the name of the folder name is the name of the artist dash the name of the album. And so if this can read down to subfolders, this would be amazing. If not, it still would be amazing, because I could use this to do, I don't know, shows or something like that, where I put a show in, it reads it, it plays it. If I delete the show, it'll remove it from Radio DJ. All right, so again, there's nothing in there. We're going to see if Radio DJ can read down into subfolders to add music, or does it only do it at the first level? So let's come out, because I don't know. Wow, look at there. So it will read down at least one folder down. I got to know. So let me cut this out. Let me make a new folder. I'm gonna call this this would be third layer. So this would be like a third layer folder. I want to see how far down it can read. And this was pointing to that. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I moved that file out of that first layer, second layer folder. I want to see what happens if it's moved out of the next layers. 49, I only got about 7 seconds. Nope, yeah, 4 seconds. So let's see what happens. Okay, the sync is ran. Let's come out of that folder, go back into it. Still kept it. Now let's see if it updated it. Wow, it updated it. So it didn't find it in the second layer folder. It found it in the third layer folder, and it updated it. That is powerful. That's very powerful. So you could structure a category on the physical hard drive, and you can use the folder sync function to update Radio DJ. You take something out, you run the sync, it'll remove it from Radio DJ. That's powerful. Now, another thing I did was I wanted to test out the news. I don't know if this is still in there. It is. All right. So the news is set on variable duration, or at least it was. But you can see here it's set to variable duration. So let me go to folder sync and let me add this, because I deleted it to do this video. Set this to other or whatever, doesn't matter. Could be whatever you want it to be. What? Oh, variable duration, yes. Now let me go to where that news folder is located at and add it back in, because I did take it off of here. What I wanted to see was how will the news thing work, or the variable duration, not necessarily the news, the variable duration. I wanted to know is if I were to, I don't want to sync it right now, because right now there is a news file there, but the news file is old. So I want to play this news file to see if it's the same one.
The Supreme Court is hearing another case today pitting a business owner opposed to serving same-sex couples against Colorado's public accommodation laws.
All right, so you heard what she said. All right, I'm just going to use the sync now. Well, hold up. Let me first of all go and get the latest version of the news, because that's an old newscast from about an hour or two ago. So I want to test the variable duration. It shouldn't be no problem, though, to be honest with you. So I'm going to run it. So it got the latest news. Okay, now I'm going to sync it. And as you can see, the first one was at 4:38. All right, so let's see let's change this real quick. See if it's still the same one or a different one. Still saying 4:38. So let's throw that in and see what it says.
The criminal case against the Trump Organization is now in the hands of a New York jury.
Okay, so it updated. Perfect. So the folder sync is a powerful way to keep your music category, your news, or whatever updated whenever the sync runs. So if you remove physical files off the hard drive and you sync, and sync will realize, okay, that file is no longer there, it'll remove it from the database. So what about music that you already have in RadioDJ? That's a really good question. The issue I see with that is with the categories. If your music is on, say you got a folder and you got music, but they're in different categories, I can see an issue with that. So I wouldn't use this on on your layout that you already have. Maybe if you start using it, use it with that. But with the stuff you already have, this could be problematic. This could be problematic. You run that and this thing could possibly remove stuff from the folder. There's no telling what it'll do. But I wanted to show you how easy it was to use the folder sync. Now, as far as doing an event, say you want to synchronize every 30 minutes, every 5 minutes, every hour, whatever, you would create a new event. And when you create an event action, you would, I think it's a plugin action. So when you select plugin action, over here, you will scroll until you see folder sync. There it is right there. It's only one thing you can choose right there. And you would add that action and you would set how often you want that to happen. And so depending on how often you change your music out, that will go and update everything for you automatically. Again, you can do it manually by clicking on folder sync and hitting sync now. As powerful as this is, I must warn and caution you that this only works, or I ain't gonna say only works, but it basically only works when the entire folder and its subfolders on the hard drive are going to go to the exact same subcategory, and you're going to mark them all the same genre in RadioDJ. Please bear in mind. So in other words, if you have a master music folder and you want to use this, do not select the master music folder. You got, say like you got a master music folder and it says on your hard drives, it just says music library. Then in there, you got hip hop, gospel, rock. Okay. If you're going to use the folder sync, you want to use the folder for the different genres. You want to sync the rock folder. You want to sync the gospel folder. You want to sync the hip hop folder. Do not sync the music library folder, or else it's going to put everything below that all in the same category and the same subcategory with the same genre. Keep that in mind. This is a very powerful tool. I don't know too many other programs that has this. If they do, kudos. But RadioDJ does have this, and it is powerful. Now, if you don't see the folder sync, I think it comes, it comes when you install, this is version 2039. When you install it, it's set up by default for you to start using it right away. So let me know in the comments below what you think about the folder sync for RadioDJ, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate you for what you do for the rest of the world.